Time now for another weather update. Joe Weisman joins us in a little mixed bag.
Yeah, for the most part, it's a quiet start to the day, but the weather in Florida today really is nice, especially when you compare it to what's going on to the west. So far this week in Florida, we've been pretty lucky, although the Sunshine State could certainly use some rain. The weather, aside from that, has been pretty sunny, very mild. We do need some rain, and indications are that a very powerful storm system in the nation's midsection could have an impact on the state by the time the weekend rolls around. But right now, the weather pattern feels more like springtime than anything else. These were the overnight lows, and it was a very mild start to the day across the Panhandle and the entire Gulf Coast, with overnight lows falling off into the 60s, including 61 in Tallahassee, Tampa, St. Pete down to about 64. Key West had an overnight low of 60, but notice it was a little bit cooler right along most of the Atlantic coast, with 59 in Jacksonville and 57 to start off your day in West Palm Beach. Here is today's weather map. We've got that northerly flow, and all in all, just a very quiet weather pattern to continue. But notice with this area of low pressure well to the west, we've got Gulf moisture coming into this area of low pressure near Amarillo. Then ahead of it, we've got the easterly wind flow, and behind it, a westerly flow. So the winds are coming from different directions, feeding into this area of low pressure. So something's got to give, and this area will be the focus for showers and thunderstorms, and even the likelihood of a large outbreak of severe weather today across parts of Texas and possibly into Oklahoma, and then later on in the day into Arkansas. What does this mean for Florida? Well, it's a very slow-moving system, but by the time the weekend gets here, perhaps as early as Friday night, we could see showers and thunderstorms beginning to build, mainly in the northern part of the state. But right now, notice how quiet it is across the southeast, but how nasty it's already starting to get across the middle of the country. So tonight, a pretty quiet night, relatively cool in the northern part of Florida with overnight lows in the 40s. We'll see a few 50s in central Florida, and most of South Florida will see lows in the 60s. Then tomorrow, 70s in North Florida, 80s in South Florida. Again, a very quiet day tomorrow, but clouds will be building in late in the day tomorrow, and a better chance of showers and thunderstorms on Saturday. In Tallahassee, skies are mostly sunny, a very warm afternoon, still 82 degrees, humidity pretty low at 33%. Northwest winds at 14 with a few gusts up to 18. And around the rest of North Florida, humidity is low, the sun's out, a nice little breeze. Pretty nice afternoon. 79 in Mariana, 77 in Panama City. It's 81 in Jacksonville and 80 at this hour in Gainesville. As we look at our satellite picture, it's not just the northern part of the state seeing a nice day, it's really the entire state. Just a few clouds overhead across the central and southern parts. Otherwise, real nice with that low relative humidity. So for the rest of your afternoon, plenty of sunshine. That'll give way to partly cloudy skies tonight. A light wind. It'll be rather cool with upper 40s in Tallahassee and low to mid 50s for the low in Panama City. Then tomorrow, partly cloudy and mild, 78. And then during the overnight hours tomorrow night into early Saturday, increasing clouds and about a 40% chance of a thunderstorm coming up for your Saturday, and a high at 77. I'll be back with more weather in 10 minutes.